All right, let's go to hockey next because obviously we always, when we do these sort of things, we always finish with the two footballs.
Correct.
So let's go to hockey, Sean. Where you going in hockey?
Well, hockey's another one too. Much like baseball, where finding that one play is very difficult, but we can hone it into like a very specific part of a game. Obviously, when you talk about the Philadelphia Flyers, there've been since the Broad Street Bullies, there really haven't been a lot of even opportunities, minus a sweep to the very similar to the Sixers and the Lakers. The Flyers had a sweep from the Detroit Red Wings in a finals. Um, that was pretty rough. But the Flyers have always been competitive, and they're a team that have always found a way. Minus the recent years where we're trying to, rebuild a bit and get some young talent in there, have always had winning seasons and are always at least there. And whether you just belong there or not, like you give yourself a chance. And for me, because they like when we were kids. Like there were some very good Flyers teams back when it was nothing but Islanders and Oilers. The Flyers had some very good teams in there. In
Right.
fact, they have a team that went to a game 7 against Wayne Gretzky and the Oilers. And
Sure
I
did.
mean, if you're talking about iconic, like all-time Flyers heartbreaking scenarios, that game 7 loss um, to the Oilers was probably brutal. Would have been, I mean, you would have been immortalized. You would have been one of 3 teams to win in the 80s.
Right.
But in my lifetime, there's probably two. Um, and the one that's probably it wasn't in a Stanley Cup final, but it was probably more heartbreaking. Would have been I'll go to a game, and it's in 2004. They played the Tampa Bay Lightning, ironically, living in Tampa Bay now, in the Eastern Conference Finals, and it went to 7 games in the Eastern Conference Finals, and the Flyers were all but dead to rights in the third period of Game 6, and came back to tie it in regulation, and then won it in overtime in Philadelphia in Game 6. Went to a Game 7 and lost a 2-1 game. So I don't know which point in that game would have been the thing, but it was a regulation loss, Game 7. Lightning go on, and pretty much the rest is history. But